Hey guys, I'm here to review the Hogan documentary. Last episode, so it is episode 4, Hawk vs Terry. So this one, I will admit I did fall asleep to, because I'm very tired. I just had to make myself a coffee. I did fall asleep to it a few times, not because it was boring, I'm just very tired. I was that tired earlier, I just couldn't be asked to finish the games off. Tomorrow you will get the what's it fucking called? You will get the Hibs save. I'm gonna do 2 games tomorrow because we've got the end of the first phase of the Scottish Premiership against Hearts. They're top of the league, so that's going to be a really tough game. And we also have the Scottish Cup semi-final against Rangers, and I just lost to Rangers 1-0, so I want some revenge on that against them. Then I will do an episode from Malaga on EAFC 26 PS4 version, and then I will do a couple of games with Inverness on FM24. Then later tonight I'll do FM26 and 24. And then tomorrow, then I will do a weekly live stream, 3 games of Botafogo and Tenerife. Right, so this was about his health declining. But before his health declines, it's on his second run in WWE. So he then comes back to face Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam 2005. Shawn's overselling everything, so overselling the leg drop, just every move is completely overselling. Shawn Michaels is funny. He's one of my favourites of all time. I love Shawn Michaels. He's a legend. Most of WWE's best matches he's been in it. I think he is in my top 3 favourites of all time. 3 to 5 favourites of all time. If some say he's the best ever, I can see why. I hope they do a movie of him, or his new documentary's out soon. I'll have to watch it, unless it has been out. I want to watch it. Has it been out? I'll have to check, because that's something I would want to watch, and I probably would review it on here. But he kept overselling it, and Hogan beat him. I think Shawn Michaels was pissed off with Hogan. That's why he was just taking the piss out of him by overselling everything, because originally it was going to be a 3-match feud. So Hogan was going to win the first match, Shawn was going to win the second, then Hogan was going to win the third. And it was going to be a 3-match feud. But Hogan only agreed to the 1 match, and then that was it. Then Hogan had 1 more match against Randy Orton at SummerSlam 2006. Orton should have won that, because he's a full-timer on the roster and a legend killer. And he should have won that match. He just should have won that match. Hogan should have put someone over in his last match in WWE, not win it. But I suppose at the time he didn't know that was going to be his last ever match in WWE. And then, it also then showed in this episode the start of his reality show Hogan Knows Best. I did see a few episodes of that. I don't know where you can watch it now, but I did see a few episodes of that at the time. It was alright. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, it talked about that. I think his son Nick Hogan was in the documentary, but his daughter Brooke wasn't. She refused to be on it. So, then, he goes to go up, and he struggled to get up, and he was walking really slow on his walking stick. Literally, after that recording, his health deteriorated a lot from that last recording when he got up and walked really slow on his walking stick. And he died 3 weeks later. I think because of a heart failure or something, a heart problem. But his death is controversial. There's been rumours there could be foul play. I'm not so sure. But I've heard something ain't quite right about his death. But he died anyway a few months later. Then, I just think there's a few complications around his death. But then it showed Triple H doing an interview, and he does an interview, and he's in the boardroom, and he tells everyone Hogan's passed away, and they're gonna do a 10-bell salute to Hogan to respect everything he's done for the business, and I respect him for what he did for wrestling. He did make it mainstream. He wasn't my favourite wrestler of all time. I think he's overrated as an in-ring performer and as a character, but he did make wrestling mainstream in the 80s and 90s. He did. He made it to mainstream, whereas I disagree with Triple H. Wrestling still would be here now, because it was before, and I think it still would be. It just wouldn't be mainstream. It would just be... I see what he means, like roller derby's extinct now, but I think it just would have been its own little thing, its own niche. And to be honest, even now I still think it's its own niche. Apart from one other friend who I know, no one else who I know watches wrestling or likes it. So, yeah, I think there's more people who dislike wrestling than like it. That's just my opinion. But yes, it is mainstream. It's available everywhere, but it's got its own niche, you know. It's not as popular as football, American football, ice hockey in America. It's probably bigger than ice hockey in the UK, because that's very niche here. It's just not that popular compared to other things. You know, I don't hear people in the street talking about wrestling. It's got its own niche and a very passionate fan base, but it's not. But there isn't. It hasn't got a massive fan base. You know, it's got a very passionate fan base. Like ice hockey has a very passionate fan base in England, but it's not big. And wrestling reminds me of that. But anyway, but he did make it mainstream, and he did take it to the next level, you know. But like I said, I still think wrestling would exist. It just wouldn't have been on a mainstream level. It just would have been like on TV, but it wouldn't have been on fire like it was in the mid-80s to late 90s. Well, mid-80s, and then it took a downfall, and then the late 90s with WCW and WWE on fire. But yeah, they had the 10-bell salute. Triple H also said if anyone don't want to pay their respects because of, obviously, he's controversial, and some people was very offended with the racial comments he made, then yeah, he said then you don't have to. It's not mandatory. And they paid their respects. And then that was it. Or a few people who was on it was Bruce Pritchard, Bischoff. So yeah, it was okay. It was okay. What would I give it out of 10? This episode, a 4. It was okay. Would I recommend people to watch it? Maybe. If you liked Hogan, then watch it. But there is a lot better documentaries than this. A lot better. Yeah, it wasn't my favourite. It was okay. So I will try and do more Sunderland Till I Die the next few days. I keep meaning to do Chucky, I just keep forgetting. I'll try and do an episode tomorrow after I've done some recording. And yeah, you'll get some recordings. But hopefully you enjoyed the Hogan series. And after Sunderland, I'm going to do Birmingham documentary. So that'd be fun. And hopefully by the time I've done the first season, in a month or two, season 2 will be out. So that'd be interesting. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye for now.